Right, good evening, and thank you very much for joining me again today, 27 December 2019. And today I'm at the coast. As you can see, I'm sitting right on the rocks here at the coast, at the ocean. So I do this every year. I come here to reflect, and also this is like a tradition for me now. I come here to make my affirmations. When I sit here at the ocean, what I've realized is that the things that I say, the things that I declare when I'm here at the ocean, most of them, they come true. Every year I do this on the 27th, and today is a very interesting day. I think we've achieved quite a lot in 2019. As I explained, we achieved a lot in 2019. Gambakwe media. I remember last year I was standing right up there at the top of those flats. I was standing right out there and I was talking, and the company just started to blow up. Everything that I do when I'm down here, very interesting, very spiritual for me. And I think there's a connection between me and the sea. There's a connection between what I do, what I say when I'm down here, and what happens when I'm up in Joburg. Johannesburg, I tend to work very, very hard. I tend to grind almost daily. So let me tell you my schedule, what it's like. Every day, I wake up at 3 a.m. I start to look at all the news that is happening around the world. So I look at YouTube, I look at Facebook, I look at newspapers, I look everywhere. I look at my emails, I look at my WhatsApp, what has been happening around the world. That is the first thing that I do. And after that, I start to write. I start to write my articles, I start to write my posts, I start to write emails to the people that I work with. So that's what I do every morning. By 6 a.m., I'm out. I go to my office. I work better in my office. So I go to my office at 6 a.m. and I start to work at the office. I work very hard. You can barely get me between morning and 12 a.m. Those are my times when I work very, very hard. And we usually achieve the best between the times of 6 a.m. and 12 a.m. every morning. That is when people are looking for news. People want to know what is happening around the world. So that is my schedule for a day. What you would want to know is what drives me, what makes me do what I do. And the answer that I can give you is I've got a lot of love for people, especially young people. I think I've been a very lucky person to be where I am today. I've been to many places. I've been in Africa, I've been to the United States, I've been to Europe, I've worked there. I know what it feels like to work outside my country of Zimbabwe. And what I've realized is that the attitude that you carry wherever you go, that is what drives you. That is what places you where you are. I've seen people who are homeless in America. Sorry, that was a disturbance. Someone tried to call me. My phone barely keeps quiet. So I get a lot of calls and I use a lot of data. Like I said to you last year, I use a lot of data. So on average, at home, I use 1,000 gigs. And here on my phone, I use 100 gigs of data. So that is my biggest expense, besides the people who work with us, and also the petrol. That is one of our biggest expenses. But I was saying, I've seen people in America who are homeless, people who stay on the street in America. They're one of the richest places. You would think that no one would be homeless there. I've seen people that are doing very well in Zimbabwe, a country where there's mismanagement, misery, and death around you. But I've seen people that do very well. I've seen people who are billionaires. But what you carry in your brain as far as I'm concerned. That is the most important thing. What are you carrying in your brain everywhere you go? You cannot change that. If you don't wire your brain properly, you will always carry negative thoughts. You will carry thoughts of self-doubt. You will think you can't do it. Whereas any person can do it, can achieve it. And I've seen when I go to a funeral, like most people, they cry. They cry and say, oh my God, this person is dying. But most times when I go to a funeral, I get very angry. I get angry because I've seen many people that died without achieving anything, without achieving what they wanted to achieve, because they are afraid that something will go wrong. They are playing it safe. They're saying, oh, what if I do this? What will this person say? I've seen a lot of people that could have done better, but they didn't do better because they're afraid of making a mistake. They're afraid of losing. So what if I put this last 100 rand that I've got? What is going to happen to my kids? So you end up not doing much. And that's okay. Not everybody can be a beast. You see what I mean? Not everybody can achieve everything that they wanted to achieve. Not everyone can be number one. But what I've realized is there's always a number one and there's always a number last. So you choose. It's not possible. Everyone cannot be equal. So you choose. Do you want to be number one or do you want to be number last? It's your choice. When I started out, I was not number one in my game. I was not even number 2 or number 10. There were many people ahead of me. But what happened is, as time went on, most of the people in front of me started to quit. They started to think about what is that other person going to think. They started to worry about other people, and then they stopped. And then from number 10, I became number 9. From number 9, I became number 5. From number 5, I became number 2. And now in my game, there's no one who can beat me. The only people who can beat me are the people that are going to outlast me, that are going to outrun me, that are going to outdo me, that are going to outwork me. And you have to be very hardworking to hardwork me. You have to be very smart to outsmart me. And you have to be very determined to out-determine me. Because I'm that kind of guy who's going to do what he wants to do when he wants to do until he's done. And it's exciting and amazing. So it's my affirmation that I come and do here every year at the ocean. I come here, I love it, and I love stepping into this water. Tomorrow I'm going to be swimming. Now it's a bit dark, there's no lifeguards here. You can see there's no one here. It's just me and some people that are watching. So it's beautiful. You can look at the ocean. I love it, man. I love this ocean. It's beautiful. And I love this spot. I come here. I used to come to this spot almost on a daily basis when I used to work here. And you can see the water. I'll put you right close to it. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And next year, what we want to do. Let me tell you what we want to do next year. And let me close with, I think I've talked enough. Next year, I want us to do better. I want to take us to the next level. I want to take Gambakwe Media to a level that we've never taken it before. I want us to help as many people as we can. I want us to create an industry. I want us to be the biggest, not only in Zimbabwe, but in the world. So these are the things that I do, where the affirmations that I make. Doors are going to be open for us where there were no doors. And where there are no doors, we're going to make doors. So these are the kind of things that I'm looking forward to. But the year of 2020 is the year of giving back. So we want to give back into our community as much as we can. Like as much as we can possibly do. So we're going to work harder to make sure that we can do that. I want us to go to places that I've never been to. So if you're in a place that I've never been in, you better talk to me. I want to come over there because there's a lot that we need to achieve. And I want us to open those doors for young people in Zimbabwe. I see some old people that have succeeded long back. They're trying to block the door for young people. They better move out of the way, because what we want to do in 2020, we want to create 20 people like me. We want to create 100 people like me. People who are going to open door for another 100 people. And after a while, you'll see that the 100 people creates opportunity for another 200 people, and 500 people becomes 2,000, 2,000 becomes 10,000. So you see where we're going. We want to create a culture of lifting each other up. This is where we're going, and I love it. So I want to cut this off now. I want to be back tomorrow. There's a few things that I want to talk about, but I think I made it clear. Every year in December, I come here to the ocean for a few days and I do my affirmations. And this year's affirmations is, next year, 2020, I'll do better, I'll be bigger, doors will be open for me, opportunities will flow towards me, and resources will flow towards me. And you guys have seen this. The love that I have for everybody that is on this platform, the opportunities that you have given us, without you, I could not have done it. So I want to thank you for a great 2019, but in 2020, let's do better. Let's do better. Let's work on a vision of a better Zimbabwe. Let's work on a vision of a better you. So participate and do something. Don't just sit and watch Pardon Gambakwe. Do it. And I thank you very much for watching this video. I'll be back in the morning. I've got a few issues that I want to address. So I'll be coming here very often to talk to you from the beach side so that we can all enjoy this weather. It's amazing here. Okay, check out where I am. These are the flats here, the coastline. Let me see how I do this. The coastline, very nice. Very nice. I love it here. Ooh, it's amazing. I love these buildings and I love this beach. This particular spot, this is my favorite spot. Thank you very much. Let's talk again tomorrow.